Wellness Wednesday, each week on Fox 13 News Live at 4.
In this week's Wellness Wednesday, we take you to Intermountain Healthcare's Live Well Center in Park City, where patients with Parkinson's disease are relieving their symptoms, not with medicine, but with bicycles.
It is kind of scary when you find out you have Parkinson's.
Lamont Doherty has lived with Parkinson's as a son and as a patient. He's 62 years old now.
Early 50s is when I started to show the symptoms of Parkinson's.
Parkinson's really has many faces, and I have people in my clinic ranging from their 30s to their 90s. And I have people who are still working. I have men, I have women.
Dr. Kathleen McKee has dedicated her career to patients with Parkinson's and other movement disorders.
We actually think that Parkinson's starts 20 years or more before someone's motor symptoms.
McKee and colleagues around the country are trying to understand a phenomenon first noticed at the Cleveland Clinic. Dr. Jay Albert entered a cycling event with a patient on the back of his tandem bike.
After a day of riding on the back of Jay's tandem bicycle, she got off and said, gosh, my Parkinson's symptoms feel better. And then she rode, with Jay for another day, and there was someone had a birthday. They passed around a birthday card, and she signs the birthday card, and her handwriting was so much better.
There's an hour and 58 minutes left.
So I'm glad you haven't told us.
It wasn't a fluke. More cycling led to better outcomes, but cycling of a specific kind.
So they pedal fast. And when that happens, the motor cortex and some of the chemistry related to that works hard to build connections. And that's one of the ways through exercise we stimulate something that counteracts a little bit of the Parkinson's effect.
It's about the speed of movement, 80 or more rotations per minute.
So it can be a workout, but I personally think it's fun.
Lamont is all in, not just on the pedaling, but on attacking Parkinson's with all his strength.
So now my day-to-day, it starts at 7:30 or 8 usually, and I'm swimming laps. And then I go from there to at least 1 or 2 water aerobics classes. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm here at 2 o'clock.
So 80 or above, 40 or below.
And he does see the added benefit of that high cadence pedaling.
On the second day, as I was leaving, it just felt more fluid. I don't know if you notice I have a little bit of a limp when I walk. And I have a little bit of a swagger and a little bit of a shuffle sometimes.
And Dr. McKee has seen the benefits going back to training at Mass General Hospital in Boston, where one anecdote turned into repeated success.
And I think I thought that until I started talking to my patients and heard, that it's not just a one-off story like that. There are quite a few patients who've had that experience.
But part of the cruelty of Parkinson's is that it also attacks your emotions.
For everybody who's taken these classes and has an amazing story, I don't know how many other patients are at home on the couch, either physically unable to do it, or maybe, a common symptom in Parkinson's is apathy.
So getting to a class and starting is its own mountain to climb. Lamont gets that and has encouraging words for anybody watching who feels like they can't get to where he is.
You just start where you can start, and eventually you'll get to where you need to be, and you'll see the benefits from it.
So Dr. McKee is part of a team across the U.S. and Canada researching exercise and Parkinson's. They want to figure out if exercise can slow the progress of the disease, because